Some words can change in meaning so subtly that we don't even notice. And to show you what I mean, I'm going to tell you a story. A few years ago, I was at a wedding of a dear colleague of mine, and there were a few other linguists there. They put us all at one end of one table so that we wouldn't bother the other guests, and so of course we started talking about language. And one person who is a lexicographer, who is an editor of dictionaries, said, "All right, I'm going to give you a sentence, and I want you to tell me if you hear anything odd about this sentence." So we all get ready for this sentence. And it was a sentence something like this. Mary and her partner had just moved in upstairs from us, and their boxes lay on the kitchen floor, still unpacked. We all listened to this. We listened to it again. And some people were trying to figure out if there was something wrong with lay, lie, but that's the red herring in the sentence. But in the end, we all said, "It sounds fine." Now, I don't know if you all thought it sounded fine or not, but the question I'll ask you is, was there stuff still in the boxes or not? Now, in my head, the stuff is still in the boxes. But if we think about the sentence, the boxes were still unpacked, which should mean that the stuff was out of the boxes. So in this sentence, unpacked means packed, or it means unpacked. Some people will say, this is impossible. A word cannot mean its opposite. Well, it's not impossible. And in fact, we have instances in English of other words that mean their opposite. We don't have a lot of them, but we do have them. If you think about the word dust, dust can mean to take the dust off of something or to put the dust onto something, as in you dust a cake with sugar. Sanction is ambiguous because it can mean to give permission to do something, or it can mean to penalize for doing something. Cleave, which can mean to cling to or to split apart. Now, for each one of those words, there's a different story for how the word has come to mean its opposite. But we do, as speakers, seem to be able to use context for at least some words to be able to figure it out. Now, I don't know what will happen with unpacked and whether it will continue to mean unpacked for generations to come. But I do know that it's not impossible for unpacked to mean both unpacked and packed. And I will forever be confused by what bi-monthly means as to whether I'm going to the meeting twice a month or every other month, and I will always have to ask.